voice is a little, I'm not gonna go with raspy, but it's not up to par. But because the Oscars are this weekend, I am going to give my predictions of who I think is gonna win, who I think should win, etc., etc. So starting with Best Picture, I'm gonna give it to, I think it's gonna be, Boyhood. It's between Boyhood and Birdman. I would prefer Birdman over Boyhood. I think Boyhood had a great idea, and the 12 years of filming is definitely an innovative idea and a huge breakthrough for film. But overall, I didn't think that the movie was that fantastic. If it didn't have the cool directing aspect to it, I don't think it would be nominated. So I would prefer Birdman, but ultimately, so far my favorite film out of all of them has been The Imitation Game. But that's not gonna win. Okay. Actor in a leading role. I think Eddie Redmayne's got it in the bag. His performance of Stephen Hawking was phenomenal. He did a fantastic job in The Theory of Everything. But it could sway to Michael Keaton in Birdman too. But yeah, I'm gonna give it to Eddie. Actress in a leading role is gonna be without a doubt Julianne Moore for Still Alice. I haven't seen Still Alice yet, but everyone's been talking about it, and it's a landslide. Actor in a supporting role, I'm gonna say it's going to J.K. Simmons in Whiplash. He did a great job. Actress in a supporting role is gonna most likely go to Patricia Arquette in Boyhood, which I did think she did a great job. And to sign on for a 12-year project is pretty amazing. But I do think all the other nominees, Meryl Streep, Emma Stone, Keira Knightley, and Laura Dern, were amazing as well. And just because I'm semi biased, because I'm a little bit against Boyhood, because I don't know if it would be nominated. I would prefer it to go to Emma Stone or Keira Knightley, but it's not going to, and it's definitely not going to go to Meryl Streep because she's been nominated how many times and has only won it 3 times. I'm not going to touch animated because I haven't seen any of those. A lot of these categories I'm not going to go into. I'm only going to do the bigger ones, the ones that matter more because you don't care and I don't know enough about it. So for directing, I Birdman all the way. The way that Alejandro Inarritu, I believe is how you say his name. The way that he did the single shot thing, oh my god, it just blew my mind the whole time I was watching it. I was like, this is amazing. But it will, I want to say, it's gonna go to Boyhood though. Because of the 12-year aspect. And I mean, Richard Linklater is a fantastic director. I don't have anything against him, but just that movie I didn't think it was that fantastic. I don't get what the hubbub is about. Let's do, okay, makeup and hairstyling. I suppose either Foxcatcher or Guardians of the Galaxy. Why is there only 3 for that? I'm kind of upset that Into the Woods isn't included. Because there was a lot of makeup involved there. Did you see Meryl Streep? Okay, music, original score. I want to go with I don't know very much about this, but I want to go with the theory of everything. I think the music in that movie was beautiful, and it kind of spoke for itself throughout. Made you get the feels a little bit, even though the story was already definitely feel worthy. Music original score is most likely gonna go to Glory for Selma. Yeah. Let's, I don't know anything about visual effects. Guardians of the Galaxy for sure. They did a great job because I like so much of that movie was visual effects, and you could barely even tell. Yeah. Oh, I skipped costume design. Costume design. I think it's gonna go to Grand Budapest Hotel, which I think they deserve it, but I think Into the Woods would deserve it as well. I loved that movie, and the costumes in it were beautiful. Okay, now I'm gonna go down to, I'm kind of jumping all over the place. Sorry. Writing for an adapted screenplay. I'm gonna give it to Imitation Game because that movie was fantastic, and you know, a movie can only be so fantastic, as much as the writing. I mean, the acting is an obviously incredibly large part of it, but you gotta have a good screenplay to even get started. And then writing original screenplay, I'm gonna give it to Birdman for that because the story was pretty amazing. I read an article that somebody said that they were kind of upset that Birdman was in the running but they understood it because the Academy is full of actors, and the whole movie is about an underappreciated actor or whatever. So they were like, it's full of underappreciated actors, but so it's not relatable to the rest of us. But I enjoyed it, and I don't know. I think you can definitely relate to things. Like you're not gonna be able to. You can find things to relate to in every movie. So I don't know. And I thought it was a good movie. Not that my opinion really matters, but okay. So I think that is about all that I'm gonna touch. Yeah. So I'm super excited for the Oscars, and there's a lot of controversy around it this year, but that's okay. I'm still gonna watch it. So yeah. Hopefully next week this business will be gone, and I'll be back to my normal perky self. Upload a video anytime now, Claire, so that I am not just talking to myself. Adios.